There are moments in your life when everything feels upside down and we ask ourselves, why me? Why is this happening? But I want to challenge you guys all to flip the script. Instead of asking yourself, why me? I want you to ask yourself, what now? Sometimes the most painful situations can seem like an inconvenience, but in the end turn out to be blessings. Hi guys, my name is Nolly and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers. Back in 2019, I was a full-time college student and a full-time worker. I had to make ends meet when it came to college. I'm a first-generation college student and I'm so proud of myself for that. But that meant that the hustle could not stop and would not stop. I had to go to school, I had to go to work and do it all over again the next day. But that was the price that I decided to pay because I wanted to make a change in my life. I went to college not only for myself but for my family. But let me tell you about a time where I really felt like everything was just upside down for me. Back in 2019, I was in 100% grind mode. I was going to school, I was going to work, and I was doing it all over again the next day. I was barely sleeping, but I was pushing through it because I had a goal in mind and I knew I was going to achieve it. I didn't have time to sleep, and honestly it felt a bit draining, but I had that cap and gown vision in mind and I knew that the hustle could not stop. One day when I am on my way to work, I slip and I fall right before entering work. I had slipped and fell and hurt my wrist really bad. The timing, awful. I really needed that job and I didn't know what was gonna happen next. A friend appointed me to a lawyer. I didn't know much of it, but I followed through. That situation eventually led me to get a settlement that helped me pay for my very first car. That car gave me the freedom, it gave me the time, that opened the door for many things that I didn't know I needed. I didn't see it as a blessing at the time, more of an inconvenience. I want to be clear. I'm not saying that the blessing was pain. I'm saying that sometimes you have to suffer and reach what feels like the bottom, or reach the point of almost crashing out so that there could be some form of transformation. What I learned from that situation is that it is okay to slow down. And it helped me see things so differently. The point of the story wasn't me hurting myself, wasn't about the money, it was about the message. And maybe the reason why it happened to me is so that I can share the same story to you. Not to glorify struggle or to see struggle at the end, but to see struggle as the beginning. And of course, we all want to believe that everything happens for a reason and that it's all a part of our blessings and that we will understand it in the future. But of course there's doubts, we all face them. When does it get better? But what if I lose everything? But what if I never understand why this happened? And I get it, we want to control the outcomes of our situation, we want explanations. Life doesn't always give you the clarity that we think we need, it gives us growth. And sometimes the best things that happen to us happen right after the worst moments. Before I even started recording, my camera was acting really wonky, where I had 3 lines on the screen, and when I was hitting record, it was reflecting that. Instead of me saying, you know what, I'm just gonna give up on this message, I took the time to really reevaluate what was going on and what happened in that past that led to clarity and growth now. I took a pause, because taking a pause is good. Taking a pause is a lot of the times what's needed. I had to slow down. I took a pause. I wrote down what I was gonna say. I really put some thought and clarity into it, and I tried it the next day. And here I am recording. I was able to get on Reddit. I was clicking around through my camera, and if you ask me how to fix that part of your camera, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you, but I didn't give up. And that rejection yesterday of me not being able to film on my camera led me to redirection in this message. I even tried recording on my phone, and now I can happily say that I know how to make YouTube videos on my phone. I was able to grow and expand my mindset and my education on filming because my camera stopped working. I was able to branch out into new avenues. But if it didn't stop working, then that wouldn't have happened. Do you see how that is a blessing in disguise? How it can be very frustrating, but then it just makes sense in the end? When I was growing up, I used to hear all the time, just expect the worst. But I never could resonate with that, because why would we be expecting the worst? Why not expect the best case scenario? Our minds are so powerful. Why would we think about the worst case scenario when we have the power to think about the best case scenario and manifest that into our life? You are in the middle of something right now that is disguised as a breakdown, but it is really a breakthrough. Look around. What seems like a burden might be a blessing. Don't miss the lesson because you didn't expect it to come the way that you thought it was. So when life knocks you down, instead of asking yourself and discouraging yourself, saying, why me? I want to challenge you all to say, what now? Everything does not need to make sense. Just open your heart, open your mind, accept it for what it is. Turn to God, turn to your religion, and have a more open, optimistic outlook on life. Don't let the crash out win. Take it as a form, grow into somebody better. And you will see the blessings one day, whether it is right now, whether it is in the future. It will all make sense. Thank you guys for tuning in and joining me on this video. You guys have an amazing day. Bye.